Hello everyone, my name is Will. I'm a voice teacher, piano teacher. I also teach flute, euphonium, music theory, ear training, composition, and all kinds of fun music things. Last month we talked about your body being the most important part of your instrument. If your body isn't working, you can't perform at your best. This month we're going to talk about the cover. We're talking about music covers, singing covers, performing covers, what all of that is about. In recent news, obviously we all heard about the sad thing that happened with Fergie and the national anthem, and there's a lot of ways to avoid things like that. So this month I'd like to talk about covers, good things to do, bad things to do, what they are, and everything like that. So today, what I really want to just talk about is let's have a chit chat about what a cover is and how to pick a song that you can cover. So a cover is basically you take a song that somebody else performed, wrote, whatever, and you perform it. Now here's the thing, it's not really a true cover if you're trying to imitate the song. So if you're singing it exactly the way it was, trying to be that person, it doesn't come across as a cover, it just comes across as like a copy. Most of the time when you try to copy it, it doesn't really translate very well because, to be frank, you are not the person who originally did it. So it constantly reminds people of who originally did it, how it originally sounded, things like that. So a true cover really is taking a song somebody else did, performing it your way. It's something that is done in multiple ways. You can do it by changing the style to fit your voice. You can change the key. You can completely change the song altogether by slowing it down, adding things to it. Whatever your heart desires, whatever you're good at, that's what you want to do. So you're basically giving a song a new life through your performance, doing it your way, not copying somebody else. One of the things you have to be aware of, though, a cover is not changing the song so much that it's no longer recognizable. This doesn't seem to happen very frequently with vocalists. This is more of a problem with instrumentalists. And what tends to happen is, especially guitar players, piano players, like to add a lot of flourishes in, which sound very lovely. But if we can't recognize the song, it's not actually a cover. You may be hinting toward a motif from a song. You may be hinting toward a style of a song, but you aren't actually covering the song if the melody isn't actually present. So that's what a cover is. So how on earth do we go ahead and take all this information and apply it and actually do a cover? Well, you need to know your voice or instrument or ability, and you need to really know the song. And lastly, you need to practice and make sure it's done well. So what do I mean by the first thing, knowing your voice or your ability? You don't want to pick a song that's too hard or too easy. You also don't want to try to embark on something you just can't do. You know, if I tried to do a screamo version of an opera song, it would sound absolutely horrible because I'm not a screamer. In the same right, if I were to try to do like a jazzy song rock style, it would still sound bad. I know that my voice tends to lend more towards the soulful sound or the classic sound, so it doesn't do me any good to cover something in a sound style that's not my own. Same thing with like instrumentalists. If you're trying to cover a song, if you feel like you have to do too much to make it sound good, or if it's just beyond your reach and you need to dumb it down, maybe that's not the right song to cover. So that's number one. Number two, you have to know the song. If you don't know the song you're covering, you just like how the music sounds, why are you covering it? So you need to know what it is well enough that you can change it and alter it to make it sound like something like you're trying to portray. Remember that music is communication, so if you're communicating something different with the music than you are with the words, it's confusing for the listener. So just make sure you know the song so you can actually do what you're trying to do by covering it. And lastly, and this is what it is, you just make sure that you practice it. Just winging it doesn't work. A lot of people say they just wing it, and when you just wing it, you get horrible sounding renditions of very well-known songs. And it makes you sound unprepared. It makes everyone sound like they don't know what they're doing. It's not something you want to do. Don't wing it. Practice it. Make sure you have it down pat and solid. All right, I hope you guys have a great week. Next week, we'll do more on covers. As I said, this month is all about the cover. All right, have a good week. Bye.